me double check real quick to make sure everything is working before we start here. That's not great. I see a black screen over here. Hello and welcome. No, stop talking to me. Okay, it looks like we're doing. Looks like quality is good. Okay. So, let's get started. Hello everyone. This was supposed to be a video originally, but I don't have time to edit anymore. So, here we are, live streaming it. Today we're going to be recreating my first ever made Rocket League map. So if you go back to my profile and you go to the last page, this is the first one you'll see public. Oh, wow, that music's loud. Let me turn that down. You'll see that this is the first ever map I is technically public. I made this map before, and while it looks a little empty compared to the other one, it has rotating goals. By the way, those rotating goals did not work. So we're going to be remaking this and making it nicer. First, I want to open the map just to look at it. I just want to see what it looks like, and just so we can have a before and after comparison of what's going on. If you're watching the VOD, hello, thanks for joining. Hopefully I added chapters so you can skip through the parts of the video if I wasn't lazy. Which I really hope I wasn't. Oh, I need to do a tweet. How to internet? Okay. Yeah, haven't had time. Been working on other things, school, and just Stickman, a lot of Stickman, which is almost. It's just almost. I'll leave it at that. It's so close. So here is the map. What is that? Okay, apparently I just put a trigger box down. Interesting. So yeah, I obviously didn't know what I was doing, because this is not how you do this. I guess this technically works. I don't know why it's not like that, because that makes a little more sense. Basically this is using characters, which obviously don't work that well because it's only one-sided and characters need two sides, and just generally characters are horrible. So yeah, I did have arrows on the outside, so you know that's kind of advanced, I guess. That's something. I don't know what that's to. Or you fog, your fog. There's not even a... Oh, there's a pylon. Okay. We're gonna be remaking this to not be as garbage. I guess let's start. First, I'm going to import my standard pieces. whatever they're called. Pushing pieces. And I didn't know this the first time I made the map. But you can just make a torus in Blender, which would have saved me a lot of time. I don't know how I tried to create it the first time, but like, yeah, here's the map, basically already done for me. I need to extend that out. Oh, maybe not. Increase that by 500 maybe? Decent. Increase that a whole lot. This should maybe be double. Like that. So it's quads. Is this big enough? How big is... this middle needs to be bigger. Because this should be more... I guess that's pretty good. Is that gonna be big enough? That looks... he should be like half a field in length. If I do that, does that work? Nice, nice, nice. I think that works. That's about half a field, maybe a little smaller. Um, 4,100. Okay, that is basically exactly a half a field. Let's see, I'm at 11,000 verts. I could probably go higher than that. Oh, that needs to not be Control Z, I guess. Like that might work actually perfectly. And then I need to flip normals. Hit it smooth. All right, map done. I do need to... I'm gonna put it in game just to look at it. I'll just increase this checker by a lot so I can see what I'm doing. I do have a few things I want to do for this map. Not like it is technically remaster. It's a very basic map, but I need to make rotating-ish goals with custom draw shot tiles, and there will be like 6 sets which will kind of cycle through, and then I need to yeah, the goals are going to be cycled through kind of in a choppy kind of manner, and I don't know where I was going that. I don't know. I forgot where I was going. But I'm sure it was important. So important that I remembered it. Or could I don't know. This is later than when I usually do things, so this is my brain does not know how to speak right now. Football X7 remastered. $65K. What are we at? We're at 40K. We're more than fine. Alright, so this ball needs to spawn. Kind of where this camera was, which was negative 4,000 X. On the X, negative 4,000. Okay, just move the spawns. And then I'm gonna add sticky walls. And then we're gonna load a game and just see how this is. All right, let's see how this looks for like a very first test. This is not the right map. You know, I think this is surprisingly nailed. This feels like a really good size, actually. Like, just kind of going around it, it's... Like, this is... Okay, so this map is kind of similar to the donut. I guess, it's like literally the same model. Because the donut was technically supposed to be a remaster of this map, and then I gave up with the moving collision and made the donut instead. Yeah, like if I need to hit this ball center, I feel like I could, and I feel like I could use... I feel like the outside of the map is a little more useful. Well, that was pretty nice, actually. Maybe the inside would be easier to score. Which technically in the show... it'd be... Okay, backstory. I don't know if I said this already, but Football X7 is based on a Phineas and Ferb episode. Yeah, basically the idea in that was it was normal soccer, but they could all run on the walls. And in Rocket League, you can already go on the walls. So all I have to do is make the arena, and it all kind of just falls into place. I think this feels really good. Like, just to start and in general, I think this just feels good. Okay, this is gonna be a troll right here. You can just take it all the way around, and then just keep doing that. I don't know what someone could do against this besides if they drove straight into you. I mean, this is peak Rocket League right here. So, there will be a sense of direction, because in the center I'm still gonna keep. I should show a reference image of what I'm doing. That would be a good idea. But there is going to be a sense of direction because there's going to be two goals, obviously, and then there's going to be a center piece, which is kind of going to. It's more for looks, but it's also going to add to the whatever you call it, sense of direction and kind of the aesthetic of the map. Because the outside is probably going to stay just this fog. Oh, I scored in the invisible goal. Nice, I guess. But the outside is probably just going to stay this black. Because I don't really need anything out there. It's mainly, it should be just in the map, should be everything, so. All right, if I missed your message, I'm sorry. I have my chat on the wrong, apparently there's different settings for chat on YouTube. I don't understand that, but I had my thing on the wrong thing. So if you sent a thing, then I'm sorry because I had my thing on the wrong thing. But now the thing is fine. So if you send me a message in the thing, then I can read it. Righto. So let me pull up an image of what I'm making. Well, this is a really good image. Okay. So through all these pixels, you can kind of see what we're making. Obviously I'm not going to follow this exactly because this center is way too thin. It's just too thin. But this centerpiece is what I was talking about. There's like in the show, there's like a restaurant in here, or like a high class kind of. Like a high class kind of thing, a restaurant thing in there. So I'm going to keep that. I'm also going to keep these rings. And this texture, I'm going to add this texture. Which should be extremely easy to replicate. Let's see, if I really want to do this from the show, I could. But this is what it looks like in this show. Well, hold on, because now this is not. This is no longer half a field at all. Let me just put this back to what it was. 4,000, 2,000, I think. Okay, this was 4110 maybe? Okay. So if I just divide that by 2, does that... Oh, it does. Okay, so let me... If I do 2,500, how much is that? That's more in line of what that looks like, I guess. Okay, let me try this though. I feel like this can be dramatically less playable. Yeah, too many faces, I get it. Import it anyway. I know it's not too many faces. I know you're lying to me. Okay, maybe you aren't lying to me, but... I don't care, just import it. You're doing it fine. So stop whining, UDK, and just do it. Alright, and then I'm also going to turn on decals. So this is more in line with the show, I'd say, so let's try this. There's going to be the same amount of... the same amount of width, just the middle part's going to be just smaller. So this outside part is... it's basically the same. It's noticeably smaller. But this is more of what the show is like. Which I guess I like more. You can still take the ball in circles if you like. It's a little harder, but you can still just keep on going in circles, so... Okay, I kind of like this version. I'm kind of glad I tried it. This is more in line of what the show is like, with the skinnier middle. And to be honest, the scale in the show doesn't make any sense anyway. Because obviously they create different angles of the arena for different shots. And none of them are scaled the same, like this arena specifically. Like, everything's always scaled differently. Like, sometimes the people are huge. In the specific one, they're tiny. Sometimes the middle is huge. Right now, it's tiny. This is surprisingly a little more playable though, which I kind of like. Let's say someone is taking it up the wall here. I feel like it's much easier to contest here, just because it's smaller. Unless you're playing against, like Lethamere, that should be easy. Still don't know how scoreable this is going to be, but I guess that's not really a thing. I guess that's one of the most least important thing in my maps, though, is how scoreable it is. So it still needs to be scoreable within 5 minutes. I'd say that's a limit. Like if I'm sitting here in training and I can't score for 5 minutes, that's probably an issue. I don't know. I'm kind of liking how simple this is. I don't know. I do just like you're just whacking a ball in a circle. And it feels smooth. So we're gonna move the spawns. First thing we're gonna do. I need to figure out where the new it's at negative 3,000. Maybe let's call it negative 2,500 because it was. I did put that in the right one. Yeah. What happened to my lo-fi? I don't know what happened to my lo-fi, but it is now gone. So, I guess that's something. Let me just turn that down because I have a very different audio level. Okay. Okay, I'm just making it a little. A little less skinny. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. It's happening. It's being left. Something else I noticed is the ball decal is being a little weird, so I'm gonna have to add a custom mesh for that. I'm now realizing the other map also had no UVs. I don't think I knew what that was yet. Okay, nice. So let's. So everything here. This is main. This is decal. And there's gonna be subdivided. Yeah, that's good. Well, yeah, that's good. I don't actually remember how to add a decal. Which is kind of a problem because it's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm going to add that there, and I'm going to open the drop shot. Template because that's exactly where it is. Okay. Let's do this. Come on. What am I listening to? Is that an air horn? Oh yeah, the scale is so super small. Okay. That could be C-fine like that. That's perfectly fine because, you know what? Let's make the texture real quick. Oh, there's my high quality thumbnail. Don't look at my high quality thumbnail. Because, I mean, it's so high quality. I can make this 2048. It doesn't need to be, it could be 1K, but I'm just gonna make it 2K. Which I know is going to annoy someone. That's fine. Okay, so for the color, let me just take that. I'm just gonna take this color. So this should be like that green. Okay. It's pretty good. And this should be a... Okay, the problem is that this is a gradient, which makes sense because it's a cartoon. It's supposed to be a gradient. That's how you do things properly, but for depth, I don't want a gradient. I want... That might work. Soft light. Let me just see how this looks. Which, is this going to... Okay, I'm just gonna put this in Blender first. Just so I can... What am I listening to? What is going on? Okay. Let's add texture there. Let's add texture there. Okay, this already looks great. I wish I could see it past all this. That already looks fantastic, to be honest. Let's see if we're gonna get really specific about this. It is kind of following the geo, which this one is as well. Perfect. Do I want it to be bigger is the question, because this is... If I look at this and compare it to this, that's one that's there. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's good, because there's going to be another texture. So this is the collision, right? And then here is going to be the net. So the net is going to be did that change anything? It should be like 5 meters. Okay, I think it did do something. So this needs to be a net. Which means I can go back to checker. That's already pretty good. I need to unsubdivide this though. This is way too many. Just while I'm thinking about this, I need to turn off accept dynamic decals there and turn it on there. Perfect. Okay. Now I need to, I guess I gotta exit out of this. This net needs to be decimated. Um, 0.5, how's that look? Awful. Okay, if I tell you to go 15. Okay, I'm just gonna unsubdivide you because that's easiest. And it actually seemed to work really well. Okay, that's gonna be incredibly cheap now. Okay, something I want to try. If I make this extremely small. I don't know if I changed this at all, but it's getting re-imported. Actually, I think I did. I think I did the texture, so. Okay, and let me import that, not that. I don't want the decal, I want the net. I didn't mean to say the XY texture, but you know what? It's close. This should have no spec, or at least very little. That is glorious right there. Where's my dynamic mesh actor? Okay, let's copy that. That should be 2048. And the material should be it should be this. Okay, I want to see how this looks, and I hope it works. Okay, that's not exactly what I was going for. But it does kind of work. It's a little much. Although that is kind of cool. That's not the right material I was looking for though. But with it UV'd like this, that is pretty cool. I wish I could dim it. If I could like dim it and change the color to be like a really dark green, I would totally add this, but I can't. Also, the decal is working. You can see the ball underneath the ball is the ball decal, so that's working properly. Okay, I need to get things done and stop hitting the ball, because I will literally sit there and just hit the ball for a while. Okay, so this is the wrong material. I think it's this one. Okay, let's see what this one. Already looking a little better. Oh, that is amazing. That is exactly what I wanted to do. See, I thought if you added it, if you had no, because this is supposed to be a hexagonal wall pattern, but if you make the UV small enough, there's no longer a hexagon cage anywhere. You only get the ball outline, which is that's exactly the look I wanted. So that's perfect. Because this will help a lot in reading. Because right here, I can more easily tell when it's going to bounce and like where it's going, because the ball circle isn't as useful, because the ball is going to be on the wall most of the time. So the ball circle is obviously still going to be there. I'm not going to remove it. But it's going to be less useful on the walls and stuff. So that's perfect. That works amazing. Perfect, as I've said before. All right, I'm doing again. I'm just phasing out and starting to Rocket League. I need this map done, then Rocket League later. Because we'll be a VOD and stuff, so I don't want to just sit around and hit the ball for a while. Okay, so that's perfect. Works fantastic. Next, I'm gonna add the inner detail, I think, to the main part. So I'm gonna add. This is becoming a magic reference photo. I'm gonna add that white line and that white line, which looks like it's I'm deleting that. This is my new Taurus. Material 0. I think I got rid of the. Yeah, I think I saved over it. It's fine. I need to. Where even is this? Why is it here? You know, I don't care, I'm adding it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. I actually nailed that. I am realizing now that the seam is right here, because if I make it bigger, that texture gets bigger right there. So the seam is here, and then it kind of goes that way. So basically, you make sure this is lined up properly, which it will down here, but not up here. Which I guess is fine. Will anyone really know that this is not symmetrical? Besides everyone here? So like 3, maybe 4 people? I don't think so. You guys won't tell, right? Okay, so this middle bit. This middle bit is purely for style points. I don't even want to make the map work. I just want to make the middle part. So, okay, hold on. let me maybe make the map work first, and then I can start adding nice things. So I need nets that are okay. All right, so the goals need to be five, maybe three. I'd say three is fair. And it's gonna be kind of standard as soccer net, so this needs to be 10 thickness probably. And yeah, that's okay. I think that's good. And there's like a. This is the collision. The what was I gonna say? I have no idea. I'm just kind of vibing. Okay, okay. Okay, this should be poly. Um, Okay, this is working disastrously. What is going on here? Okay. Okay, you know what? Forget whatever I'm trying to do here. I'm gonna do pipes or the. Yeah, I think I need a Y or a cross. What do I need? N? Elbow? What about a Y? Isn't a Y not what I want? Yeah, that's not what I want. Huh? I'm gonna make this look not bad. Okay, I'm just gonna sub D it, I guess. I was trying to use cylinders, but when in doubt, use a cube. Okay, that is pretty good. And by that I mean I think it's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, it was. Look at that. And all I need to do is use a cube instead of whatever I was trying to do before. How far is this? It's 30. So I want this to be 30 as well. Okay. These also just get 30s, just so the sub D works a little nicer. There, because now we have the big corner, but the nicer everything else that goes across as well. Right, is that? Okay, and that's a nice looking cage. Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna do a I'm just gonna do this lazily because I don't think this is gonna be moving. Okay. So this is all gonna be goal visual frame and goal visual net, I guess, and then this cube is goal underscore col. I think it's -90 across Y for drop shot. No, it's kind of hard to do drop shot now that they changed. Yeah, they changed how you do it. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna quickly look at my own. Okay, we're good. The audio freaked out there. It really didn't like that. I need to go look at my own tutorial real quick. Again, tiles that surround. I'm gonna go where they were before. We're gonna get to that word a little more in detail. Plus 90, then flipped. 90, then flipped. Is that right? Plus 90, then over the X. So no, this needs to go this way. Yeah, it's along the way across the X. Plus 90, and then okay. So this is visual, or this is goal underscore collision. And this is goal underscore visual. This needs to have two different materials though. This can have that, this can have that. That's good. And this one can have basic. This is gonna be solid color. So gonna have basic whatever. Goal underscore visual. And now here comes the very fun part where I need to go find. Okay. And the reason these are wrong, are they? No, they're right. Okay. Oh yeah, they are right. It just looks wrong. Yeah, so the reason this is a drop shot tile as well is just because I want to give it a like kind of like a rotating effect. So the half should be that. Okay. Now I want basic. Actually, I don't want this one. Cancel. I want. Where are you, Kay? Okay, goalpost. And okay, that should not be that great. And for this, I need a checker pattern. Which I'm just gonna do this way. Okay. Bigger again, I guess. Okay, that looks even. There should be that checker alpha. Then I need a translucent material out of here. MIC underscore net cage. I don't know. How much does I know what any of this stuff is? Probably by going outside, but you know that's not gonna happen, so. Come on, UK, import a texture. Yay! Now for this, I'm just gonna do this. Do it this way. Whenever you're ready, UK. Okay, it needs to be less. Okay, this can be... The UV can actually be like that. Okay, that might be okay. I like how it looks. I might need to change... I might need to add like an actual diffuse to it. Okie dokie. Now we're gonna do this. Where did I put my controller? There it is. Okay. Well, the collision worked perfect. What? There's no collision. How did you... What? Okay, wait, hold on a minute. So... I don't know what happened. I still like the green though. The green is still clean. Okay. Well, it did score, so nice. Well, there's no goal yet, so it shouldn't score, but, you know. Maybe I should just have the goal static. How am I going to rotate the, I'm going to have a dynamic trigger that rotates for the goal volume. Because the goal should be facing inwards. Basically exactly how this goal is now is how it should be facing, because okay. What is going on here? Okay. So this doesn't have collision. I need my cube. I hope that's in the right spot. I don't really remember. Basically with a custom tile, I forgot you need to set the first one to no collision. Alrighty, now let's... Fantastic. Working. Oh, okay. Okay, so I have a collision. I don't know. Hello, Lamesley. How's it going? I don't understand what the collision is doing. Doesn't help that it's invisible. And there's no way to make it visible to see what's going on. Because like that is working and then it just... Because that is just... It seems like it's working, it's just in the wrong spot. Because the opening's in the right spot. And this feels like it's in the right spot. There's just a... There's a gap. And there should not be a... There shouldn't be a gap there as I'm sliding. It should be smooth and it should be lined up. Oh, okay. So it is... It's because it was offset. Okay. Collision visual. And I'll see if this works. Okay, nice. It is working exactly how it should. Now I'm just gonna try and score. Okay, I'm just gonna score it by going over here and doing a little boop. Okay, it is scoreable. I need to see how big it is compared to the ball. I just put the ball in here and just it stays in here. That is... It looks... I tried to make it the same amount of space as a normal ball. And... I don't think it is. I think it needs to be bigger. It should be like 1.5 maybe. I'm also going to rotate it 45 degrees. Just to see if the rotation with the drop shot detector works. I'm like... 90% sure that it works, so we just go over yonder to the goal. Okay, it's some nice collision. Good. And if I try and score this... Okay, this is easily more scoreable. Who would have known making the goal bigger would make it easier to score? Okay. I think that goal is a great size. I think it works good. Because if I try and... Let's say I'm playing net here. And the ball goes over there. Okay, well that was a fun bounce. But like... This is still defendable while being scoreable. Like while you're shooting, there's so much space you can shoot that you can't save, or that if you just put a good shot on, they can't save. Apparently, you just need to do that. Bogsmon has it nailed. Okay. Okay, I think this map is coming along. I'm realizing I'm doing the thing again I said I shouldn't do, where I hit the ball around and just kind of vibe to the lo-fi music and just kind of whack the ball on the map instead of actually doing work on the map. Which I kind of have a problem of doing, but you know. But I think that this is true for anything I work on. Stickman especially, I kind of get distracted and just kind of like jumping around. Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop and start. Okay, I need to figure out where the center is as well, because this is not really placed. So that's from You know what? I can just check how big it is. Um. Okay, so it's wherever this point is at. 2,500. Okay. Good. I'm going to change the goal a little bit so it doesn't look as awful. I want... Where's my notepad? I want to try that, and I want to try... It should be hex. Maybe? Okay. I'm going to make another material here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the... Okay, I don't have it saved. I need to go to hoops. Do I not have it? What am I looking for? I'm looking for the specific hoops material that does the little nice trickle. The one that's used for the ball collision. I think it's just net. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Alrighty, let's try this. It's going the wrong way. These walls are invisible. They're not invisible, they're just really hard to see, so not good enough. And yeah, this UV needs to be rotated. Rotate it that way. Make it smaller. Then do that. Then I want neon fields. For hex glass. Okay. Slightly better. The hexagons are only one way, so that needs to go both ways. This ram is closer. It needs to just be rotated 180 degrees now. All right, maybe the rest of this can be a little like that. Oh, and I need to select all of this, duplicate, flip. So that means in here, yeah, everything appears like it's double-sided. All right. All right, I'd say goal is good now. Let me start Baki's mod real quick. Yeah, cloud error, I know. I really just need to reinstall Rocket League to get rid of that, but I'm kind of too lazy. Okay. And I need use normal stadium colors. All right. So yeah, I think this works perfect. I don't know why it's black. Either I have a material on there by accident, or Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm just playing the video game instead of working on the video game. But, you know, playing the video game is fun, so I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. This needs to be fixed. I don't know why this hole is black. Either a material applied or the shadow's wrong. Hello, Eldest. How's it going? Let me take my material first. There's nothing on there, so use pre-computed. Will that fix you? No, I don't want to search. What did I even just start queuing for? Okay. Oh, I see what's happening here. It's just auto-replacing the first material with the drop shot. It can't do that though, can it? How the heck are you? First of all, pretty strong language, just saying, but I'm fine, I guess. Making Rocket League maps could be worse. I need to do something, is what I need to do. Okay, this is just gonna get, I'm just gonna smart apply it. It's getting joined. And then there's just gonna be a null material. That's applied to like a okay, so this needs to be a bounding box. That's why that's being weird. Okay, which okay, it's just going to be moved. Move everything down. 1. All right, let's load this into this. Haven't been on Destiny. Did you run Salvation's Edge? No. Well, yes, but I've never completed it. All right, now that's a nice orange barrier. That's exactly what I want. I think it's pretty obvious where you're supposed to score. So yeah, for the Salvation's Edge, we kind of, for context to everyone else, that's basically, it's the newest raid, in Destiny this year, which was the final big DLC. But yeah, so we spent, I can't remember, were you there on the first day? It was you, right? We were running it with? It was you, Weasel, and we spent 10 hours on the first encounter and couldn't beat it. And then we tried it off contest and did it first try. Which is still pretty insane we did it first try, but because it was such a, I remember being such a scuffed run. I've heard Salvation's Edge is it was you? Okay. Never again? Well, I don't know. If they make another raid, then maybe we'll have to do it again. What are you gonna do in never mind. I'll get you a run this week, I promise. Okay, good. Yeah, I need the completion. I heard it's like pretty easy. One, not on contest, and two, after everyone knows the solution. Especially that third encounter. It seems like getting after the solution was known. I don't have you on Steam. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm not gonna check right now. I'm not gonna go through my friends list of Steam on stream. But I'm pretty sure I have you added. Okay, it's 45. Fourth encounter breaks my brain still. You know what? I've been working on the raid in Stickman right now. That's my latest working on thing. And I think I will break some people with just how, like, because obviously Stickman is different from Destiny. Destiny is a very build oriented game. So if your raid is you have your good build, right? If you don't have a good build, you're not doing the raid. Stickman doesn't really have builds. I mean, it has different weapons and different supers and different grenades, but there's not really a build like Destiny. And so it's very mechanically complex. And I'm working on the first boss right now, and it's something. It's something. I don't know how anyone... Well, obviously I'm going to watch playtests. So I'm going to see how it goes. But, like... Yeah, some of the... I've had to write down the solution for myself. For all the encounters. Because some of them are just... One of them I actually need to go back and make harder. I think it's too easy. It's too free roam. Where you kind of just do a task and then you're kind of waiting. And I don't like the waiting. That's the part I've been trying to get rid of throughout the entirety of the game. Because, like, that's the thing I hate in Destiny, is you do something and there's just downtime where you're just not doing anything. And especially in between wipes, having to wait while everyone gets their builds ready. Hate it. Well, obviously it's part of the game. I do it too. Like, I have to change my builds every once in a while, but I just hate having to wait around like 10 minutes in between wipes. It's just super annoying. But once the encounter starts, I want it to be hectic without timers. It's tough to figure out, but not tough to execute. That's kind of the same thing here. The first boss actually has both. It's hard to figure out what to happen, and then kind of turns into being hard to execute after you know what you should be doing. It becomes hard to execute because you're like, all of a sudden you have a million things you're trying to keep track of. And I'm also working on hectic comms. That's been a thing I've been hammering on in this raid, is making it so no one can understand anyone in a Discord call. I want 6 people to be yelling at each other the entire time. So... And it should be hard to figure out and tough to execute. It shouldn't be one or the other. It should be both. Yeah, well, I'm almost done with the first boss encounter. I'm kind of... Have you done any playtesting? Because that sounds like hell. No, I have to get... I'm finishing the raid first before I do any playtesting. My playtesting usually goes, I finish the level, and then I'll run through it, in Unreal Engine. So it has a thing where it can connect you to yourself. So like one player is the server, one player is the client, same as Steam. So that is how I'm going to run through it. I'm basically going to set myself to immune, no enemies, just mechanics. Go through because the enemies are going to work, right? I've already tested that through all the other levels. Enemies are going to work. I just need to test it by myself, that the mechanics work all the way through, and then I will do multiple player playtesting. Which, then I'm thinking about it, I won't be able to run through it with myself. It's too fast. And it's not as bad as as I think you're thinking it is. It's kind of just like I'm in it for the chaos. UE5, Unreal Engine 5. Are you asking me if that's what it stands for, or are you asking me like UE5 in Rocket League? Because no, not UE5 in Rocket League, but yes, UE5 Unreal Engine 5. The chaos, yeah. I'm actually, the thing I'm most interested to see how it's gonna go is I'm most interested to see the PvP, to be honest. Because so you as the player move fast, right? But the enemies are pretty slow in comparison, which helps you because obviously you have to balance out the speed somehow. So if you're quick, they have to be slow. You can't have both. Some of the enemies are quick, but they're easy to. You have to slow down to get the quick enemies. So it's balance of speed. That's basically most of the gameplay. But the problem with PvP is that everyone's now on the same speed. Like there's no. Yeah, everyone's on the same speed. Everyone's just quick. So I don't know how real PvP is gonna go, but I'm kind of excited / worried. Alright, it needs to break. Okay, I need to change this song. I might actually go to sleep. Late night hours are always the most creative. You say that as I'm sitting here remaking one of my first maps. I already thought of the idea. I already know exactly how it should work. To be fair, whenever I stream or record anything, I pretty much know everything. Like, especially with maps. I pretty much know every step I'm going to do before I even get into the map. Otherwise, I don't stream it, and I'll figure it out on my own. But this is a pretty basic map. Because I've got some D&D stuff right now. Right. As you do. Should I do switch maybe? I'm gonna do switch because I don't like the delay. This should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should be 8. And I should loop to the beginning. Set that back to 0. And I need to delete all that. Okay. Three. 7. 8. Okay, so I need 0. 0 all this out. No delays. I hate delays. I hope this works. Which I'm going to test it before I do it to the other side, but if this doesn't work, then I'm kind of in a whoopsie. Or like, I'm in a, not a whoopsie. What would you call it? I think it is whoopsie. I'm going to be in a tough state. Because I'm not going to be able to do this. At least this way. What happens if I'm in the collision link as it? I just get put out. Okay. Okay, well. The map works. Now to make it easier, I'm just going to... What am I listening to? It's such a weird... There we go. Such a weird mix of songs. I'm big world building. I like coming up with lore. Honestly, I love coming up with the most random explanations for things that don't need explanations. Like, most things in Stickman are done for gameplay and not really for a story. Like gameplay comes first, obviously. So some things might look good for the gameplay, but not look good for, I don't know, something else. But I'm not a world building. I like if it's fun or not. But yeah, I love coming up with useless lore of why things are like that. This stuff is for the smart people. I don't know if you're talking about map making or if you're talking about lore. Okay, if you're talking about lore, it's definitely for the smart people. If you read, I think Destiny lore is a great example of that, because they come up with explanations for things that just don't need explanations at all. What are you map making? Oh. Let's see, yeah, I need to go this one. Is that... Coding map making? Oh. Well, the coding is definitely harder than the map making, I'd say. One, two. Okay. I gotta be careful next time I put lo-fi on for a stream. I feel like I'm about to go to sleep. which I guess is kind of a good thing. It's just so lo-fi. I have some cool ideas. I can send you stuff. Sure. I mean, I have most of the. Honestly, I have the most of the first world pretty figured out in terms of lore. Let's see. Are they going? Oh, this should not increment. Destiny is very detailed. It is very detailed. Like pretty much everything in Destiny is done, except for the seasonals. But most things in the main campaign was done for a reason. Like even their scenery, there's a story behind every scene, which is just crazy. These are not very synced. They're actually not synced at all. Okay. You should hide everything. This one doesn't increment, but it does loop. Then it breaks all the tiles, then it puts it. Yeah, I don't know. One of them has to be. I grab that one. I grab this one. I grab that. Okay, so that's going right. That's going. Okay, they're going the right. They're going the right direction. I just don't understand why they're doing this. Unless I. Unless I set them backwards, which I doubt I did since this one's right. That's correct. That's correct. Yep. 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 Okay, that's all right. I don't understand. To be honest. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, I hope this works. Okay, it's one. It's close. It's just one. It's one in front of it when it shouldn't. It shouldn't be one in front unless it's. Hey, scored. Hog. As they say. Okay, this can be a black void. I don't really care that much. Actually, I might add the labs. Top, bottom. It'll make it look a little nicer. Okay, I'm gonna flip this. Okay, that's right. Now they're syncing properly. So you see how they're kind of spinning. I could make it more accurate with like a lot. If I technically want to make a rotating platform, I can make it tons of them. Which maybe I should make a preset or something to do like a rotating platform like that. But right now I'm not gonna do that. Especially because I don't want to have 100 instances of the drop shot actor in here. That's a lot of... Oh. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Isn't there desyncing issues with that's a different... This is a drop shot actor. The desyncing and the frame drops come from K actors, which is why we use drop shot actors, or at least I use them. I don't know of many other people that use drop shot tiles, to be honest, besides, well, at least for static dynamic collision, which is how I describe drop shot tiles. They're not dynamic. They're not entirely dynamic. They're static dynamic. We can turn it on. I basically turn static collision on and off, but I can't move any collision. But since this is... this shouldn't desync though, because it's on countdown start, which is the same for everyone. I need a goal next. Okay, I'm gonna do this the lazy way. I'm just gonna make a goal volume. It's in the middle like this. That just fits in the middle of all of them, so I don't have to move it or anything. It's just here. And I actually could make this a goal volume. Let me just make it a little more. 400. Why isn't... Oh, you know why? It's because I have snapping on like that. So it's... Yeah, there we go. Okay, that should be a goal volume. No goal indicator. And wherever this goal is, delete that. Wait, what team was that again? Okay, this team is fine. I have a goal indicator down. Okay, this one should be team number 1. Okay, and let's load in game. Okay, perfect. My goal explosion doesn't work in custom maps, so... Okay, that's orange, so that's good. That means the goals work. And if I wait for it to go like the other... Okay. Real question, does the... Okay, the labs on the outside makes it look a little nicer. Does it need to be... Should it be 5 seconds or should it be like 10? Just swap the goal to the next location. Should be... Basically, should be slower. That'd be a nut shot if someone could do that. Maybe if someone was better than GC2, they could. Oh. Being good at RL would be cool, right? That's what I think every time I play this game. Which, to be fair, it's like it's 11 for me, so I'm not gonna be doing the best. I already played for a while today. Oh, I'm gonna make this 0.8. When building at a higher rank, playing not solo queuing every time would be great. I like it's amazing the difference in rank sometimes. Like one time you get a guy who is the rank. Oh, okay, that's gonna be a problem maybe. If you make it in but it doesn't go fully in. Okay, I'm gonna actually keep it bigger for that reason. I don't want it to get stuck in there and not score, which it still can. But this way it'll happen less. Okay. I think 8 seconds is gonna be a magic number. Honestly, that's map done. Unless I want to add the middle section. Which I kind of do. Let's see how long. What's the stream time right now? 2.5 hours. Okay. Up here, there's eight. Let's call it 8, and then let's make this 2, and let's make that 2, and then let's make that 4. Metal rings. Like hex. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna add this middle section. The main reason being, like I want to add it, but the problem I'm seeing is that if a player's on that wall, they can't see anymore. So the ball's over there. You can still see actually. It's just gonna block some vision that doesn't need to be blocked. Ooh, that was a pretty nice shot. Yeah, the replays are gonna be fighting for their life with that collision. It's not gonna, because it's not gonna sync properly. Okay. I honestly think this is map done. I think 8 seconds is a good time. What's the issue with syncing replay? Well, they just don't sync. Because it's running, like if it was a drop shot tile, it would sync. And the problem is that like and once a replay starts, the collision the collision keeps going even after the replay starts. Like it keeps cycling. So like if you score, it continues to cycle. So it just looks like it clips through, because it is. Like I just scored there, but see the wall is still. You can't blame me for not being at school. Spyron drip. I am not liable for any classes you may or may not miss. That can be 0.7. That could be 0.7. No, that could be 10. Let's see. How are we doing on the stream front? We still good? Quality wise? Deselect. Isn't there a chain? I have a question though. Why are you just this good at making maps? Even stupid maps like your spaghetti one is just good. Lots of practice, free time. Yeah, I'd say I just do it a lot. And I also scrap some maps. Like if I don't think it's good enough, some things still get scrapped. Or if they're gonna take too long, Mario Party. They get scrapped. Like Mario Party is one of my biggest. I need to go back and finish that. But at the same time, like, I'd rather put that time into Stickman now. So yeah, but there's a lot of especially with this, right? It's Rocket League map. It's got 2 goals in a ball, basically. There's a lot of things that are just the same. A lot of things you can a lot of patterns and stuff. Oh, I need to stop looking at things and think for a second what I'm saying. Like it's the same thing every single time. So like right here, I knew to put a trim piece here because this is if you hide this, there's a seam there. You put a trim piece and it looks fine. Right? That's just having made enough of these to know that there needs to be a trim piece there. It's also good to note that most map makers, like myself, are kind of like unhealthily obsessed with this game. And just want to keep pushing the limits of whatever, especially now because everyone's like, oh, you've done everything. It's been out for 7 years. 7? Has it been 7 years? Like it's been out for 7 years or something like that. I can't remember. There's nothing else to be done, and then yeah. 9 years. It's been 9 years. Yeah. See, I didn't join at the beginning. I joined near the beginning, but not the very beginning, so. Nine years, I'm still bad. Yeah, I've been playing for, I don't know, a while. Thing is, I'm at the point now where I feel like I just need to get mechanically better, and I just don't feel like doing it. Like, I can learn game sense and stuff. That stuff's pretty easy. You rotate right or wrong. But like Max, you either have it or you don't. And it's just, I don't have them. I have some of them, but not all of them. What am I looking for? Like, I was looking for a yellow glass, which I thought was in this. I know it's in this map. Building, is it V2? That's not even real. This should be black. Windows. Okay. Windows decided, you know what? You don't need any of your windows open, right? I'm going to close all those for you. Great. Thanks, Windows. The game's unique nature, definitely that. It's like, it's just so simple. Like, the game itself is really simple. There's just so much you can do with so little. And that's what's like amazing because like you jump and boost in a car, like that's your game. But it was just done, it's just done perfectly. So that black needs to be a little whiter. Okay, so I need a building something. What do I need? I don't know what glass. I'm just gonna throw that on there and see what that is. Hello, Mitchell. How's it going? How's your night or morning, very early morning going? Okay, I really like that being there. It just feels right to have the little thingy in the middle. This is metal. Okay. See, that's all good, but I don't know. Who is that? What is that? Well, maybe the transparency is there. It's just kind of weird. I have so many tabs. Well, it's not the tabs. It's just the amount of. Wait, can you see my taskbar? Yeah, you can see my taskbar. You can see the amount of crap I've opened. I definitely don't need all of this open, but I'm like, you know what, computer, you can handle it. Okay, I need just. I don't care about trying to get this to work anymore. Just give me a glass. Manfield. Any glass. I'm taking everything. Oh, okay. I see now. So that needs to be a little whiter. Oh. RO was updated UE5, so we'd have to use... If RO's updated UE5, basically every single custom map ever made gets wiped. Couldn't play them anymore. And yeah, we'd all swap to UE5. Instead of UDK, we'd be using their proprietary scripting language instead of blueprints, which was built into the engine. So we don't actually get to use the engine, we get to use their SDK of what they allow us to use, which I don't like. I just hope I hope UE5 never happens, to be honest. Because 3 is fine. Yeah, the symbol controls, that's another thing. Because, like, yeah, it's just so easy to... Because, like, anyone could technically play this game. You can drive around and you can hit the ball. But, like, until you hit the ball the first time, you don't understand how difficult it is to do that. Never thought I'd hear anyone say that. Well, it's not going to happen anyway. Their version, our version UDK and the version they use is very different. Like it probably like the UI probably looks the same, but their engine is much more powerful than like a default like a default Unreal Engine 3 engine. Like their lighting and everything is so much better. The reflections and stuff are just like they did a lot of work in the engine to make it look better. And they will never match the physics. Like they will not be able to do it. It's too much money to attempt to try to move to UE5 with the physics engine. Like it's too much time and money for Epic to do that, rather than just keep pumping out skins and stuff, because that's working, I guess. Because like the physics engine they use in Rocket League doesn't exist anymore. Like the company went out of business, and Psyonix has improved the plugin quite a bit themselves. Like they've changed a lot of the source code. I feel like we have podcasts on this. Yeah, Swaggles is the same way. Swaggles will talk about it every once in a while whenever some you know, whatever content creator brings it up. Oh, we need UE5 for the game to be alive again. No, you don't. It's gonna be the same game. Like, remember when Fortnite switched from UE4 to 5? I don't, because no one made a big deal about it. Like they changed engines, cool. It's the same game. Because people are thinking that their frames will magically get better because they're using a new engine. But UE5 is actually horribly optimized for games. Which you'll see if you play any game that's made on Unreal Engine these days, is seen as horribly optimized. It's not that the game is horribly optimized, it's that the engine is horribly optimized. Jedi Fallen Order is a great example of that. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Speaking of not about Unreal Engine, I think the map's good to go. Rabbit hole. Sounds like quite the rabbit hole. Yeah, it is. I did it again. I don't know what that means. I did what again? What did I do? But I did love Jedi Survivor. And right when I saw it was made on Unreal Engine, I was like, oh, like, make this map. This is technically an attempt to, you know. Yeah, but I wouldn't even call the first one an attempt. the original map, the goals don't even work. You know what? I wonder if I can load in that version. I wonder if it'll work. Let me try. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, great ball spawn. First of all, this is going fantastic. Let me just take the ball down here. I can't really read anything or see anything. The lighting is not... It's so... Why is it the ball is so dark? Do the goals even work? Okay, the goals do work. I guess that came in my patch. Oh, I just scored. Okay, this technically was an attempt, but isn't there a spot somewhere in here? I don't know. This was technically an attempt. I would like to go back now, please. So we're gonna go from this version to this version. It's insane how noticeable the difference is. From my one texture map to this, which is a little more complicated than that map. This is not going to be really fun to play on though. I think it's going to get really sweaty, especially with the rotating goals. I also see us going into overtime forever. So. Oh my god. This map seems like a terrible idea. I don't actually think so. I think this one is actually going to be fun. I can see Leth and Co being stuck in here for eons. Well, I'll make sure he is. Here, let's do a All right, so here is the original map right here. You can see why this one is private on my thing. Not great, you know, single model, single texture. The goals, I guess, kind of work sometimes. But the goals are backwards. Yeah, the goals are backwards. Okay, that's something else. Okay, let's go to the new version now. And see how much improved this version is over the original. Now the goals are kind of staticky because we can't do moving collision. But the difference is insane. It's amazing what can happen after you have made about 90 maps or so. All right, that was my... I just recorded that little tidbit. I'll put it on Twitter. But I think that's it from me. I mean, it's almost... I might stop it. I might stop the stream exactly. Okay. It said it was reconnecting, so I was kind of scared. What if I stop the stream exactly at 3 hours? Or like... I think that's what I'm going to do. Thank you all for joining me. I'll just, if you want to message me with like lore stuff or whatever you wanted to, you can go ahead. I know you have me added, so if you want to. If you don't want to, that's perfectly fine. But I love story stuff. Well, then I'll give you... You love story stuff but hate this keyboard. Well, I guess that's something. I just got a new keyboard. I went from a gaming keyboard to a good mechanical keyboard, and the difference is insane. Like, I went from a 75% to a... Or, yeah, I went from a TKL to a 90%, I think it's called. Hi, Yoshi... Reconnection. Hi, Yoshilis, how's it going? So, we are ending the stream exactly at 3 hours. Is what I've decided, so we got a couple minutes. How's it going? I have a decent mechanical, but the keys suck. Well, if it's a mechanical keyboard, you can probably swap the keys, can't you? Unless it's like a Logitech or something, but I think you can still swap the keys on those. Because I know my keyboard, I got this one because I can switch out the switches and the keys. So the board stays the same. But I mean, I haven't had any issues with this. You can? Then yeah. I have Newfie keycaps right now. It's NUPHY is the keyboard I have. And their keycaps are amazing. I mean, they feel so nice. They don't have RGB see-through because their keyboards are south facing, but that's kind of part of it. Part of why they're good is because they don't show the RGB through. Like it's just a solid keycap, because I learned that RGB keycaps are like thinner. Okay, I've decided I'm no longer gonna stop at 3 hours. Because I don't want to alt tab right now. I'm too lazy. Making custom skins is a pain. Yeah, I'm not really sure the I'm not really sure the process of making skins, to be honest. Like they I know who to contact if I need like if a company wants a skin made. Made one map and was one and done. Thanks. But you know what? You nailed your first map. It was like, you know, why even try if you just nail it the first time? So, because it was like it was the ABL or something like that. It was the rugby something. It was rugby. I know it was rugby. I can't remember what the name of it was. It was like Australian something league, I think. Yeah, skins are annoying though. I'll just like obviously alpha console, and there's obviously a way to do it, but the UVs are just awful in this game. Like the unwrapping of some of the cars is so bizarre. Aussie football, that was it. Had to get the Aussies national sport. Is that it? It's wait, was it football or was it rugby? I thought it was like a rugby. And when you say football, I'm assuming you mean American football and not European football. I looked some stuff not far enough to figure it out. Yeah, that's how I feel about some things. There's a couple things. There's a couple things, especially in Unreal Engine. There's some things I buy plugins for. I usually try it myself first. I have to try it myself first and see if I can do it for free, right? But after you do it yourself, you can appreciate how much better buying something on the marketplace is sometimes. Like either it's either just better, or it's like Like, it's just so much more advanced than anything I could ever do. Like, I got something for Stickman that was like a procedural walk recently, and I made my own procedural walk system in UE5, and I think this was like $50 or something for this plugin, which is insane. But you know, then it means you don't have to animate legs, and I hate animating legs. I hate, like, legs are just my worst enemy. I can do arms fine, but I just hate legs. It's because arms you can snap and stuff, but like legs, if you speed up the character, the footsteps have to match, and the otherwise they glide, and the gliding drives me nuts. But with arms, you don't have that. You don't have any gliding or anything. The arms just do what they want. It was a $50 plugin, and after I got it, I started to appreciate how much better it was. And I got it working, and I was like, okay, this is infinitely better. Like, it just, like, the walk cycle even just looks better than anything I can make myself. More like rugby, not quite. We call the other football with the round ball soccer. Okay, I see. I know, I will be honest, some of the stuff that has kept me in is kind of the sponsor stuff. That's kind of kept me going, making maps. Because some of it I'm like, well, I feel like I have to keep going. Well, not like I feel like I have to, but like I should keep going. Like making that, sadistic musty map made me feel really good. Especially forcing a bunch of creators to do math at 1 a.m. Probably one of my best ideas. I still wish I made that easier, but you know, you learn afterwards, so. Animating in general is saying, yeah, animating, you're the ultimate troll when it comes to, I'm not a troll, I feel like I control other people, but with like viewers and stuff, I'm very upfront about what the map's going to be. Like the rap map, you knew what you were getting into when you saw that thumbnail. You knew exactly what that video was, and yet it became like, I think my last 3 videos are like the best performing videos I've had in a really long time, or like ever. And all of them are kind of, you know what you're getting into. Why are you? Animating is probably the thing that took me the longest to learn how to do, because you can't, like, with because I have all my own weapons and stuff. I modeled myself, right? Okay, first of all, modeling weapons is extremely hard. I thought it would be easy because it's just an object, and I'm pretty good at objects. I'm just not good at organic things. Like characters and stuff I'm bad at, but I'm pretty good with just things and levels. Like this map is just a thing. Like it's just a donut. And I'm really good at coding the Unreal Engine. I can make pretty much anything work now. But like getting those reload animations to look correct took so much time. Like I landed on like a system where I was like, these are how the animations are going to look, and it's going to have this kind of tempo, and that basically helped me animate the rest of everything. Was just like that, the kind of tempo to all the reloads, because it is a cartoon game. It doesn't have to look realistic. rat map was something. It sure was something. I'm very proud of that map. I'm surprised it took me that long to make that map, to be honest. PTSD hearing the rat map and the quote that goes with it. Yeah, I don't know what goes with it, to be honest. I've never said it before, and I'm reformed, so I can't. I am now on the wild gang. The thing is, Waffle made the joke, I think it was in the spaghetti map. I think it was a spaghetti recording, like that video. And he made the joke where he's like, we're saying wild instead of crazy now. And now every time I say wild, I can't help but think of something else. But like, I've literally started using wild in like day-to-day life instead of crazy. Like, it's wild. I'm also trying to score, by the way. I'm not just... I am kind of whacking the ball around. But I have been trying to score the whole time. I don't know, after playing on this map, I love the ball circle thing. It's one of my favorite things about this map that I kind of did on just thinking about it. What happens if I rest the ball on top, actually? Does it phase through when it switches? It doesn't. Nice. It will on a client for sure. That's not going to be that clean. Ooh, yeah. Alrighty. Well, after scoring, I think that's it from me. It is 12 a.m. right now, so I need to go sleep. How CWG? I have no idea. Honestly. Yeah, I have no idea. That's Waffle's thing. He manages all that, he manages CWG, so I have no idea. Alright, it is 12. It's almost 12:15 for me. I do have to end soon. But I think we did pretty well today. I really like how this turned out. Especially because this map has been bothering me for months. Well, ever since I made it, it's been bothering me. That's just sitting there not doing anything. I wanted to remaster it for a while, but I'm approaching map number 100. I think this is 96, 97, 98, somewhere in there. Hold on. This is map number... Wait, is this map 100? That's 1, 2. I think this is map 100. So that's something. Well, at least I'm counting the ones published. So I have 4. I'm at 95 published, but I have 4 I've made, but not posted. So I think this is technically map number 100 that I've made. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Map 100 is a remake of map 1. Honestly, I kind of wanted to time it that way, but I was like, as I was approaching, I was thinking of all the maps, and I was like, I don't know if I can time that, so I'm just gonna make it anyway. But yeah, I think I did. I think it's literally map 100. So that's pretty cool. Because I thought my different map 100 was not going to be as exciting as this, so this works pretty well. Yeah, it works out really well. Bioshlist, thanks for joining. But I think this is it for me. Congrats on the 100, thank you. I would have put it in the stream title if I knew this was 100. And the thumbnail. And the tweet. I'll just screenshot that for now. All right. 3 a.m. over here. Yeah, I need sleep badly. So yeah, thank you for joining. 1 minute remaining. Thank you both for joining. Map 100, pretty cool. I'm not very good at outros, so good night, good morning, goodbye. See you.